There's Saeed Anwar. No Sehwag for you?
No. Look, I could pick any one of those, maybe except Ramesh Raja. I can go for any one of the others, and I'd have no problem. But I'd like a lefty, to be honest with you, and big apologies to Rohit Sharma, who's a current player and absolutely killing. He's got a couple of double hundreds as well.
264 against Sri Lanka, top score.
Yes. Saeed Anwar was the one I eventually settled for, despite...
He's a big match player, wasn't he?
He was a big match player, and he's really easy on the eye, you know. He's been a thorn in the Sri Lankan team whenever...
No, against India as well. Hang on. He got 194 against India in Chennai, Independence Cup, 97.
Yeah, look, he's so wristy and very, very good. His average perhaps is not as big as what some people think, but 39.21's pretty good.
But we also have to remember that at the time when they were playing, that was a very good average. Anything above 40 was excellent.
Yeah. The only thing against him, he hated to run between wickets and he hated fielding. I remember one day he came off the ground. It was at Sharjah before, you know, the old viewing area where we actually sat together in the one area. And we asked him, "Hey, Saeed, what's wrong?" General soreness. He hated fielding.
Okay, so the first big controversial pick has happened. No Rohit Sharma, no Saurav Ganguly, no Sehwag. He's gone for Sachin Tendulkar and he's gone for Saeed Anwar. Let's look at number 3. Hopefully this isn't this big a debate. Let's bring up contenders for number 3. Okay, you've got Virat Kohli, Babar Azam, Zahir Abbas, Mohammad Yusuf, you've got Rahul Dravid, who's the current Indian coach. I think let's look at these numbers, and once we get those numbers up, perhaps you'll be able to make a much more better informed selection. Yes. So this is if you combine all of them. So you've got Tendulkar up there, the Gulf, it's massive. You've got Kohli with 13,000 runs. You've got Inzamam, then you've got Ganguly, who you haven't picked, and then you've got Dravid, who's coming up for selection. So now let's get back to that other one. Let's get back to number 3.
Number 3, yeah.
Let's get back to number 3. Rahul Dravid, Yusuf Yohana from a different generation. I mean, Yusuf Yohana,
and the
known as
Asian Bradman. I mean, the Asian Bradman. I played against him once, in a Test match. Oof, what a player! Very, very good.
Are we being fair to players like Zahir Abbas, Imran Khan, Javed Miandad? Because that generation, I mean, there's no Sunil Gavaskar in that openers list. Are we being fair to them, or was cricket very different back then?
It was different back then, you know, but I'm just looking at the pure batsmanship. Zahir Abbas was a wonderful player, absolutely. But, you know, you've asked me to do a task, and given those 5 players, and again, apologies to everyone, I could not go past Virat Kohli, you know, with an incredible, 13,200 odd runs.
47 ODI hundreds.
Averaging 57.70. I think that pretty much speaks volumes, and he gets my vote.
Okay. You haven't picked Rohit Sharma, you've gone for Virat Kohli.
Yeah,
look, he's on social media, find him.
No more with Whatmore, please go easy.
He's going to say from KNOW, he's going to say no more with Whatmore.
NO, yeah.
NO. Okay, let's get number 4, because I have a feeling this is going to get interesting. We've got 3 done in this combined Indo-Pak 11. Let's get number 4. Okay. Inzamamul Haq, most number of runs for Pakistan.
And they're all Pakistani.
We've got Mohammad Rizwan because he's impressed us in this World Cup. We remember Misbahul Haq, only one Indian there, which shows India traditionally had a problem in number 4. It's the former captain Mohammad Azharuddin. Yunus Khan got a lot of runs for Pakistan, was captain for a long time. And you have Javed Miandad, who perhaps in your time, and sort of when I was growing up in the 80s, leading up to the 90s, defined India-Pakistan matches, sort of that 1-6 in Sharjah, sort of established a stranglehold.
He got rich on that one. Yeah, look, again, they're all wonderful players. I think, you know, Mohammad Azharuddin was a master of, you know, rotation of the strike and very good off his pads. Probably the first one to be renowned for that. But
Inzi, is it Inzi or Javed for you?
Yeah, it's out of those two, and I had to go for Javed because he's such a fighter, you know, absolute street fighter. And if you really wanted to, you know, bank on somebody who can stay there, knock the ball around, and be so frustrating. I've seen him many times frustrate the opposition.
Very pugnacious, wasn't he?
Yeah, with his characteristics and sometimes his mouth. He's a toughie, and I like tough cricketers.
Not the greatest of strike rates, but again, this is a different era of cricket.
That's right.
Okay.
41.7 average, not
and
bad.
there's another record which I saw against India. He averages 51, which was a huge thing back then. Yeah. He was a big match player. Okay, we've done 4. Let's get to number 5.
Middle order.
And a middle order, which when you see this list coming up, you'll realize that it's a middle order with many bowling options as well. So I think that's something we'll factor in. Yeah. Yuvraj Singh, Mohammad Hafiz, Shoaib Malik, runs and wickets. You've got Ravi Shastri, former India coach, Ajay Jadeja, simply because of that 96 World Cup, what he did. And we got Suresh Raina there as well, 2011 World Cup winner. Okay,
you could
lots
almost
of runs,
you could almost make that an all-rounder too, can't they? You know, but they are number 5 players, and they're all very good as well. But I'm also looking, you know, a lefty would be a very handy batsman to have in that middle. So who's a left-hander there? There's two. Suresh Raina is one, but seriously, Yuvraj Singh for me, you know, his ability to win you a game, I think is and impact, a huge impact player as well. So for me, with 304 games and a strike rate of nearly 90, I'd love him to be in my team.
Okay,
and
so
he can bowl a bit of spin too.
He can bowl, and he's got more than 100 wickets, you know.
Yeah.
And he's a game changer. He's a match winner. So we've locked in on Yuvraj Singh. Okay, let's go to number 6. I think number 6 is the wicket keepers. I think that's going to be an easy one to call, right? Okay, wicket keepers. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, 1992 World Cup winner Moin Khan. There's somebody you've coached, Kamran Akmal.
Yeah.
You also
and Sarfraz.
You've coached as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I don't think
we shouldn't spend too much time.
No, I think MS Dhoni picks himself really.
More than 10,000 runs?
And 50.16 average, 50.6. So I think that's clearly the guy to go for. And I really would have loved to have coached with him as well, or be in the team.
And again, somebody who won India matches, somebody who was never flustered under pressure.
Huge temperament, and a wonderful temperament. Hardly see him lose his temper. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe once in the IPL.
Okay.
When he disputed the umpire. But look, you know, he's an absolute role model for everyone.
Okay, this wasn't contentious. Let's go to the next one, and I believe it's going to be a bit contentious. The next one, we're talking all-rounders, and we're going to have some big names coming up. You have the great Kapil Dev. You have the great Imran Khan, former Prime Minister as well of Pakistan. Then you have Afridi, 8,000 runs, Dav, and also close to 400 wickets. Abdul Razak, who loved India-Pakistan games. There's Azhar Mahmood, there's Robin Singh from this Indian team, really 2,000 runs as well as 200 wickets. Ravindra Jadeja as well. How do you pick one from here?
We're going for 2, aren't we? Because
you're going for 2?
Yeah, we're going for 2 because that fits into number...
Dav Whatmore doesn't want too much of brick
7 and 8. Numbers 7 and 8. To cut a long story short, I'm going for 2 ex-captains here, Imran Khan and Kapil Dev.
You're playing it safe.
Why? No, I think they're absolutely wonderful boys, and both can bat too, just quietly. So that gives me, you know, the depth that I need.
People don't remember much. We all know the 175 at Tunbridge Wells from Kapil in 1975, but people don't remember much that Imran Khan batted 4 to address that shaky Pakistan batting at the 92 World Cup.
Well,
let's look at these numbers then. Kapil Dev, 182 wickets, 3,700 runs. Imran. Kapil Dev, 253 wickets, 3,700 runs as well. Obviously 50 more matches. Razak, more runs, more wickets. Okay, but you're going for Kapil and Imran Khan.
Kapil Dev took the ball away nicely too.
Imran got it in?
Imran brought it in, and Kapil got me on the belt too. He's got me out a couple of times in
that's why. That's why. Kapil Dev got you out, so you've picked him. Okay, the great Kapil Dev. As I said, Kapil Dev da jawab nahi.
Both with good temperaments too, I have to say.
Okay, so we've now done 7 and 8. So that gets us into the bowlers now.
Spin.
Okay, let's get the spinners up. And I think this one's also going to need a lot of discussion and debate. You've got Anil Kumble, India's greatest match winner with the ball. You've got Saeed Ajmal. You've got Saqlain Mushtaq. You've got the late and great Abdul Qadir, who could really who was to leg spin. He was the king of leg spin before you had the likes of Shane Warne. You have Mushtaq Ahmed, who won the 92 World Cup, and you have Harbhajan Singh, who won the 2011 World Cup with India. How do you pick this? Anil is got massive amount of wickets in one days for India, and then these boys won't bat as well.
Surely, yeah. There's 3 wrist spinners there and 2 finger spinners, and they're all very good, as you.
They're all great. That's why they made this list, right?
As you rightly said, but I'm going for a guy who baffled them a little bit more. Okay, the wristies can also, have their googlies and flippers apart from their normal leg break, but a guy who actually invented the doosra.
Do I sense Sakleen Mushtaq coming up?
Yeah, you do, and it's correct. Can you remember all those wickets he picked up with batsmen playing for the off break, and it goes the other way?
Look at his numbers, an average of 21.78 and an economy rate of 4.29.
For a spinner is unbelievable. And he often bowled right down the death too.
Yes.
And he would invariably get you the wickets. And I want that guy in my team because of that reason. Not too many would bowl in the death there. This guy did it for a pastime and did it really well.
Okay, so you've gone with Sakleen Mushtaq. Okay, that makes it 9. You've got 2 more coming up. Let's look at a left-arm pacer, and I think that's a no contest. We will have everyone on our screens, our contenders. Wasim Akram, the great Wasim Akram, Shaheen Shah Afridi's from the current team. Ashish Nehra and Zaheer Khan were part of the Indian squad which reached the 2003 final when you all reached the semis with Sri Lanka. They also won it in 2011. But we shouldn't spend too much time on this, right?
No, I think it's sort of pretty obvious, isn't it? I think everyone would agree that Wasim is the king of the swing. I know that I had him in the Lancashire team.
In fact, Wasim Akram, for you, Dav, walks into any all-time 11 ODIs tests across the world, right? He's along with Shane Warne. He's one name which is a certainty over there.
Yeah, he's an absolute wizard, isn't he? And he had the ability to bring it in, bring it out. If a right-hander's batting, then he'll give you the slower ball off the back of the hand. If the left-hander's batting, if the right-hander's batting, he'd go with the conventional. Lefty, he'd go the other way, and it was incredible. But I'll tell you one thing though with Wasim. He will give you a few extras as well. There's he's an attacking bowler. So when you're attacking, you're going to give a few extras away, either a no ball or wides, but he'll get you wickets as well. But
I remember Wasim once saying, I probably heard it on commentary, he said, for me, I was happy if I bowled 5 overs, went for 40 and picked up 3 wickets, instead of bowling 5 overs, 3 maidens, none for 10.
Yeah, well...
But he was, again, one of those mentored by Imran Khan, wasn't he? He started off as a tearaway fast bowler.
Yes.
He evolved, and at the end, he's bowling off 7-8 steps.
Yes, and Imran just happened to spot him. Come here, son, have a bowl on the nets. And he had that whip. It's just a real whippy action that it was onto you really quick. Not a big run-up, but strong man.
Let's look at the contenders. Right-arm pacer, Waqar Younis, the great Waqar. I saw him on commentary a couple of days ago.
The whack, yep.
Javagal Srinath is a match referee these days. You've got Jasprit Bumrah. We've got him there. But his number's not that great, but he hasn't played that much over cricket. He just
they're all very good. He's a beauty.
It's also the reason he's there because I saw him bowl that spell at
yesterday.
The Kotla. It was outstanding. And you have the fast man, probably the fastest man. You would say that's Jeff Thompson, but there's Shoaib Akhtar. Let's get that other number up, please. Let's get that leading wicket takers up. And then perhaps that will help Dav to make his decision. This is for Pakistan. There's Wasim, there's Waqar, and 90 games less about. You have Afridi, Sakleen Mushtaq, Abdul Razak.
Well, I'm glad to see that.
Let's get back to the other one. Yeah.
I'm glad to see the wickets column, and the economy too is not too bad. 4.6. And I've gone for Waqar Younis, Diggy.
Let's go. For Waqar.
Let's put him out of the misery.
The toe crusher.
Yeah, the toe crusher and incredible reverse swing later on in the match. Enough swing too early on, and he's got a real mean streak too with him. He's
but you would also think that had they been DRS, I mean, those numbers would have been much higher.
Yeah, that's right. There was a lot of decisions I recall. Gee, how can they not be given out?
Okay.
And then if you could refer it then, I tell you, a lot of these bowlers would have more wickets against their name.
We started out looking for 11. We have got our 11. Let's get the combined India-Pakistan 11 on our screens. Sachin Tendulkar, Saeed Anwar, Virat Kohli, Javed Miandad at 4, Yuvraj Singh, match winner at 5, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, India's 2011 World Cup winner, the man with the Midas touch, also making it. 2 all-rounders. You can't leave Imran Khan and Kapil Dev out of it. The big call he's taken was Saqlain Mushtaq is what Dav has gone for spinners. I think for the Pacers, that was a no contest. Let's put the camera on Dav Whatmore. You prepared? Okay, one last bit before you get in the 12th man.
What's that?
Who's captains?
I knew you were going to
Kapil Dev, Imran Khan, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, standout contenders. All have won a World Cup. Who captains this squad and why?
Damn, I knew you were going to ask me that.
I can also bowl a dusra.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of, if you've got all of those guys with their clothes on, ready to go out and play, who would be the one that everyone respects each other? That's a given. But who would be the one that everyone would respect in terms of leadership? It's very close. All those three, you could raffle it. But I just feel maybe Imran.
Oh, you're going with Imran Khan to captain this?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I would say?
Either him or Dhoni.
Yeah, I would go with Dhoni simply because to manage a team of superstars like this, I think Dhoni's cool demeanour.
He is cool, but this guy's got that aura as well, right?
Yeah.
And he's probably a little bit older also, so you get that, respect. Nothing against MS, wonderful captain, wonderful temperament, as you know. I love that. But I think for this particular 11, I think you need somebody there, and I feel that Imran will walk out to toss and he'll run the whole thing.
Okay,
I don't have to worry.
Okay, so before we go, your 12th man before I wrap this up?
Yeah, I thought maybe there was somebody in that group, could do everything. Take a slip catch, you can take an outfield catch. He's really good in the inner ring, good in the boundary line. Suresh Raina is a no-brainer for me.
Okay, this is the start of our build-up to India versus Pakistan. What better way than by picking the 11 who we think were you put this team out, they would win every World Cup out there, especially with either Dhoni or Imran Khan as captain. We are building up to that match, as I said. I'm off to Ahmedabad and we'll do more build-up once we enter the last 24 rods. From Dav Whatmore and me, this has been an absolute fun show to do. Thank you so much for joining us. WION World of Cricket will continue.
India's global voice, the channel that brings you the
Israel woke up to a barrage of thousands of rockets fired from the Gaza Strip.
אזרחי ישראל, אנחנו במלחמה.
Hostilities have broken out between Israel and Palestine, and the tensions that had been gathering steam over the course of the last several weeks and months.
The
siren has gone off. I don't know if you can hear in the background what's going on. I'm going into the shelter now. So it's a very, very serious situation here across Israel. It's a state of emergency.
The United States stands with Israel.
Well, we are starting this broadcast with a developing story from West Asia, where Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant says Hamas has launched a war against the state of Israel.
It's easy to tell you a flat story.